Now, one company that has been very aggressive in the tech accessories segment of the market is Oraimo. If you're in Kenya and probably also other places in Africa, I'm not sure about Asia, I'm sure you might have met Oraimo. Bluetooth speakers, earbuds, chargers, and what have you, all these tiny gadgets that are usually priced to be, budget friendly. Just curious, where does Oraimo come from? Let us Google Oraimo. Okay, oraimo.com. Right here on their front page, they're talking about the winner of the IF Design Award 2022. Power banks, toothbrushes. Anyway, about us. 100,000 plus retail stores worldwide. Hey, that's a lot. #1 TWS brand in Africa. Yeah, it seems they really sell these true wireless earbuds. Oraimo, if you're watching this, send me one so that I can also check that out. Anyway, the other day I was planning my trip from Nairobi to this place. My car, being an older car, 2008 car, doesn't really have a direct Bluetooth connection from my phone to like the car stereo system. So I occasionally bought those FM modulator things. I'm sure you guys know them. But I really don't like them because somewhere along the way you meet some other radio stations in vernacular and so on, which are much stronger than whatever that modulator is trying to do, and you get a lot of interference and so on. So I have been using Bluetooth speakers here and there, but the one that I had kinda, went bad. And so I dropped by to Rivers Mall in Nairobi and I got like 4 quick options. First I found some Sonys and JBLs, but the problem was the price. I saw a tiny speaker that was even probably smaller than a phone that was going for like 4,500 shillings. Then there was this other brand that I didn't even consider. And lastly was this Oraimo's, which I thought, let me try. Let's see what happens. So this is the box. It's actually quite a nice presentation. This is actually called the SoundPro OBS-52D, but the name and the model number has really been written in very tiny font at the corner of the box. It says that there is a 365-day warranty, and some information is given over here. We have wireless, that is obvious, USB drive, auxiliary input, microphone, memory card, FM radio. We'll take a look at those in a moment, but here it says that it sounds as it looks. I hope it looks good. On the other side of the box here, we can see some specs listed. It's 213 by 80 by 80 millimeters. It has Bluetooth version 5.0, and the frequency response is listed as 20 Hz to 20,000 kilohertz. With a 2000 mAh battery, which should deliver 5 to 7 hours of music playback, and a waterproof rating of IPX4, which means that, this can survive splashes and so on. And the speakers are actually 5-watt speakers, 2 of them. There's a lot of other explanation of details over here, an authentication sticker if you want to know whether your speaker is authentic or not, and a bit of Oraimo social media stuff here. On the bottom it says keep exploring. Yeah, nothing much at the top, so let's get this opened up. Okay, that is it. So this can sit right there on the side. We have the speaker right about here. Now this is the Bluetooth speaker in Verity, but let's this sit over here for a moment. As you see, what else comes in the box. And here we have a USB cable. It's actually the old micro USB to type A cable. You can see no USB-C for you guys. This time round, you're not paying that much. And here you can see we have a 3.5 millimeter TRS audio cable. This is TRS to TRS. Yeah, so you could as well use this to connect your phone and what have you. Okay, now onto the speaker in itself. Now first, the look and feel of the speaker. I think it looks quite good. The design is kind of minimalist with the rounded corners that they talked about. We can see the logo badge on one side. Up here we have our controls. First, the on-off button. There's a play button here, which I guess should double up as a pause button. We have an M key. I think this should be switching between, USB, Bluetooth, and so on. Then we have a backward and a forward button, which I guess would be skipping between songs and also raising or lowering the volume. We have an indicator LED over here, as you can see. Once we turn it on, there's a blue light over here that actually blinks when it's in pairing mode. Yeah, let's turn it off.
Power off.
And below here are 4 rubber feet, and there's this nifty little handle. Interesting. So that is what we have over here. It's actually made of plastic, but it seems like some nice quality plastic, very nice to touch. And this place is covered in some textured fabric, which is actually also quite good. Oh yeah, I forgot that there's a cover right over here. Yes, this is where we have the I/O, the input output. First, right over here, we have a port for micro SD cards. So for you guys who have music loaded in a micro SD card, you could just place that in here and you're ready to play. Then we do have a full size type A USB. Yeah, I guess this would also be nice for thumb drives and so on, whatever you'd plug in there. Then here is our 3.5mm audio jack that would go with this cable. And lastly, this is the charging port. This is the micro USB port for charging. All that is covered under this nice fitting flap. I guess this is what makes it, you know, IPX4 rated. I can easily make out the drivers in there. There's one somewhere in here and another one somewhere in here under this grill, but it feels quite sturdy, so I expect that this should last quite a while. Okay, now all this would add up to nothing if the sound quality was not up to par. Now the problem with reviewing speakers is for you guys to hear what I'm hearing over here is this sound has to travel from the speaker to the microphone, from the microphone all the way into the camera, then from the camera to my computer, from my computer to YouTube. YouTube compresses it more. So there's no way on earth that you're gonna hear exactly what I'm hearing over here, but you're just going to have to take my word for it. Let me just play one or two quick songs for you guys, so maybe, yeah, you can hear what happens. So over to Bluetooth. And by the first thing that made me start lowering my expectations in as far as the sound quality is concerned is just the sound with which that announcement comes when you connect via Bluetooth, you know, power on, Bluetooth connected. It doesn't sound good. It sounds rough. Let's turn up the volume. Okay, now that is how it sounds like. First, for its size. And you know, speakers are one of these devices where size really matters. No way at any speaker is gonna be packing more punch than a massive speaker that could fill this room. It actually does quite well. Not like it exceeds my expectations. I actually expected a bit more in as far as just the overall level of the sound is concerned. I expected it to be a bit louder. It doesn't go as loud as I thought, but it's not like it's quiet. You know, you can always turn up the volume at the risk of your music clipping out and sounding horrible. So if we're gonna dissect the sound down, for the low end, that is the bass, it's good. It's not, you know, horrible and muddy, but it's there. There's quite some bass. It's definitely much more than your phone can offer, but, you know, it's what you'd expect from such a size of device. The mids are clear. You know, I could hear conversations, podcasts very well, and the detail I think is actually quite good. And the high end, as expected, is sharp, and you can expect it for its size and the cost to deliver. And talking about the cost, this only came in at 3,700 shillings. That's like $32 thereabout. So this is quite cheap, and I'm sure you can even get it online. I'll try to drop some links down in the description of this video. So would I recommend this Bluetooth speaker? I think one, for the build quality, this is quite well, solidly built. Two, the sound quality is up to par, is what you'd expect from this price point and this kind of size. And three, the price, which is quite cheap compared to the likes of Sony's, JBL's that I was considering. For casual listening, just once in a while, this does the work. I'd say that if you don't have as massive a budget, $100, $200 and so on, for $30, you can't go wrong with this. And that is it for this video, guys. I hope you have liked it. If you have, drop a like. There's a like button down below. And I'm just curious to know, do you guys have other Oraimo products, or would you consider a product from this company called Oraimo? Let's chat in the comment section down below. And while you're heading there, please, if you're not yet subscribed, welcome to the family. Subscribe so that you do not miss my next videos about tech, apps, fun spaces, and so on. You guys know what we do over here. See you in the next one, and as always, no pressure.